Hello, thank you for joining me for this month's International Crafters video hop. My name is Tracy Held. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. The theme for this month's hop is thank you. I'm being a bit of a rebel and I'm not actually doing a thank you card, but my logic is this. I've just come back from a weekend away where we had a craft retreat and we always do pillow gifts. So I really wanted to share this with you, and I'm looking at it as saying, this is my gift to say thank you to the ladies that spent the weekend with me. And that's how my little calendar post-it note box thingy fits in with the thank you theme. Now, this is a real easy project. You don't need very much. I will put all the measurements on my blog, traceofcreativity.com, and I'll put a link to the direct blog post in the comments underneath this video. So all that we need here is 2 pieces of cardstock. We're gonna need 2 pieces of Designer Series paper. This paper is from the Winter Meadow Designer Series paper pack, which is in the new September to December mini catalogue. I also need a pad of post-it notes and the mini calendars. If you just Google mini calendars, you'll find them online. Alright, so let's get started. Starting with my long piece of cardstock. Move you out of the way for a second. I'm going to score at 10.2, 20.3, 22.8, and 25.4 centimeters. If you're working in inches, that's going to be 4, 8, 9, and 10 inches. Then with my smaller piece of cardstock on the long side, we're scoring at 10.2 and 11.4 centimeters, which is 4 and 4.5 inches. And then I'm going to turn it around. Now, I hope I've got this in camera. I find it easier to work with the bottom over here. So I'm scoring that at 1.2 centimeters or 1/2 inch, flipping it over, and the same on the other side, 1.2 centimeters or 1/2 inch. And then the last bit of scoring that we need to do is, if you can see my score lines here, this piece is smaller and that piece is longer. So on the longer piece, I'm going to score this at 3.8 centimeters or 1.5 inches. And all that we're doing is we really want a little mark. So I'm scoring from the edge to that first score line on both sides. And that's going to just give me an indication of where to cut. So don't worry if it's not scored all the way to the line, because we just need that so that we know where to cut this. And that's all our scoring done. Now we're going to cut. First of all, I'm going to cut on that little score mark that I made up to my long score line, and we're going to remove that little rectangle. Same on this side. And then I'm just going to cut up those lines to make that little tab and the same on the other side. And then taking my longer piece, I'm just accordion folding those score lines. You can give it a press with your bone folder. Now you can use tear and tape if you want to. I'm going to use my liquid glue just because my eyes aren't seeing so well today, and it just makes it easier if I've got that little bit of extra time where I can adjust things. So we're going to put liquid glue along that small fold. Could have folded this before, but that's okay. So fold it along that score line, and then we're going to stick that onto that piece over there. Now I'm taking, I think it's called the Best Ever Trio Punch, and we're going to put it in. I'm using this that's going to cut us a decorative corner. So we're punching through all the layers on that corner and the same one on this corner. Okay, so this is going to be that stand for our, I don't know what we're calling this, mini calendar, post-it notes box thingy to stand on. Now we're going to be making this little box bit that the post-it note's going to fit into. So folding along all my score lines. All I'm going to do is fold that little tab in, and then we're going to fold the box up like that. Again, you can use tear and tape, but I'm just using my liquid glue here, and try and line it up that your bottom is even and your sides are even. And the same on the other side. I should not have stuck that, but alright, we're going to make do. So punch those corners, and what you should have done, I was so anxious to get the box done that I forgot about the designer series paper. I'm going to make it work, but it's easier to stick the paper first. Okay, so we're going to again punch the corners just on one side of that designer series paper. Now I'll just show you on the back, when you're sticking the designer series paper, it's not going to go all the way down, and that's fine because you're not seeing past the top of the box, so there's no point in wasting the paper and making it go all the way down. So let's pop some glue on the back here, and I should be able to just slide it in. So like I said, you can do it like this, but the easier way is to stick your DSP onto the top of your box here before you go and fold it all up together. That was silly of me, but oh well, we can make a plan. And then I'm taking my smaller piece of designer series paper, and we're going to stick it onto the front of the box. Now I'm going to stick my little calendar onto the front. You can do it afterwards. I just do it now. No good reason for it, just because I do. And then we're going to put some glue along the back. And this should be the same size as this piece. Now it doesn't really matter, but for whatever reason, I suppose just because it looks slightly neater, where we've got that join, I always make that the back. And then we're going to put this, that it sits exactly over. Line up those sides. And the bottom should meet up. Let's just give that a couple of seconds for the glue to grab. And then we can pop our post-it note inside it. And I bought a pack of these mini gel pens. They just hook over the pocket, and there we go. We've got our little thank you gifts ready to go. So like I said, for me, this was thank you for spending the weekend with me. I had an amazing time, so that was a real big thank you. You could make this for teachers' gifts. You know, thank you for teaching me for this year. And I'll just show you, I've got another couple here. I use the Masterfully Made Designer Series paper. So we've got that one and that one with the two different papers. I know it's not a good angle from the top, but it will actually stand on your desk quite comfortably, and you've got your post-it notes, your calendars, which you tear off. So this is going to be something that somebody's looking at the whole year, or using the whole year, and hopefully appreciating you and thinking about you for the whole year. So these are the two with my Winter Meadows DSP. This is the same Designer Series paper, just the different color backgrounds. Please hop over and see what the next video is. The next link is in my description. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you're going to make these and somebody's going to love getting them from you. I will see you again next month for our next hop. Until then, bye.